Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to, once again, a special edition, actually our monthly edition, of Coffee with Craig show and the HR of who's who in Central and Eastern Europe, who's moved jobs. And we're here again with every month with Mark Twomey from Tara Consulting. Mark, welcome.
Thank you, Craig.
Great to have you again. And you know, I always know when the end of the month is here because you're here with me.
Yeah, it actually feels like I was here just last week.
It went fast.
These months are really sliding by really quickly. So and we're getting into the colder season now. So
and also just we went to Mippen, we went to Mapic, Italy, we went to went to RLI in London. It's like these weeks, once you travel, the week's gone. Even if you're only going for a few days. Here we are.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I said, it's getting a bit colder. Got the sweaters out today.
Yeah, I see that. We got some gray weather here.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. The real estate recruitment market is not getting cold.
Good.
It's been October again, another very busy month. So things are definitely not slowing down. Let's jump into a few of these. A few guys who have started new positions within the month of October. That will just and again, as per usual, every month. I've only picked out a few,
sure,
because we're time constricted. But there was a lot more than the ones I picked out. The first one I have here is Małgorzata Gaul, who has joined CTP as business development manager.
Okay.
And
here in Poland, yeah?
In Poland,
okay,
yes.
Great.
And as we've seen, CTP are growing quite a lot. Not just in Poland, they've announced a big announcement in Germany. They've just expanded into Germany. But Małgorzata is for Poland, and she's been around for a long time. She was 12 years with Goodman in Poland. So probably after 12 years, it's time to kind of move on and do some new things. So good luck to her.
Well, it looks like CTP is taking a bigger role in Poland because they're, of course, big in Czech and Romania and many other countries. But it looks like if they've got a business development director here now.
It looks
like they're step forward.
Yeah, it looks like they're building out a whole team. So we'll that's a space to watch. The next one is Damian Kolata, who has joined Cushman and Wakefield as head of logistics, industrial and logistics, and head of e-commerce and CEE. Damian has been around this business for quite a long time. He came from the logistics operator Fiat. Prior to that, he was with Cushman. Before joining Cushman, he was with Fiat again, so he's kind of bounced back and forth between the two. But it's good experience. He's got the experience from the logistics operator, and then he's taken that experience to the logistics department of an advisory. So it's all very good experience to have. So a couple of changes in Cushman recently. So it's good that they've brought back Damian and hopefully to solidify their industrial and logistics department.
Right. Well, we've been talking to a lot of clients about our retail awards, and it's all starting to focus more and more on e-commerce and logistics. Not surprising.
Yeah, I can imagine. So the next one is Krzysztof Wach, who has started a new position as investment manager at DHL. Prior to that, he was with Goodman for 3 years as technical development manager, and his whole background has been in project management. So this is a kind of a new direction, moving more into investment. But then again, DHL's strategy would be a little bit different than like a logistics developer's strategy. But yeah, great move for him.
Excellent.
So sticking with that, Katarzyna Pyś-Fabiańczyk has started her new position as head of industrial services at Savills.
Oh, good.
So prior to that, Katarzyna was with Exeter Property Group for 3 years. And prior to that, she was with BNP Paribas for 5 years. And you see a trend here. These are all logistics moves. So,
yeah. We see it in the news as well. It's like 50% of the news is logistics.
Yeah. So still a lot going on in logistics. Moving out of logistics, finally, Damian Grzywacz. Damian has joined as managing director for Lincoln Property Company.
Oh, okay.
As you know, Lincoln have entered the market quite recently.
They were their headquarters, I think, is in Czech.
And this is interesting because Lincoln bought a plot. Damian was previously with Penta Investments Group, and Lincoln bought a plot from Penta, 6,500 square meters in Vola, which they bought from Penta. And I'm guessing then, obviously, if Penta don't have anything to build it, then there was probably no point for Damian.
They got Damian with them.
They got Damian
with the plot. Good. So congratulations.
They paid 25 million for the plot. So I'd imagine it's probably 5 million for the plot and 20 million for Damian.
For Damian, yeah, absolutely, well worth it.
So, but they plan to build an office building. Now Lincoln plan to build an office building of 30,000 square meters of leasable area on that Vola plot.
Oh, great! Big project.
So good luck to Damian with that. Maciej Król has started a new position as commercial director in GTC, previously with Business Link, which is owned by Skanska, I believe.
They had some role in it. I don't know if they still do, but they did.
Right.
For sure.
Okay. Yeah. And good to see GTC have been making some moves recently. I saw they picked up an award at your investment.
They did. Well, recently. They've been doing a at this year. I mean, GTC, it seems like they go quiet a couple of years, do a lot of asset management, and then back to buying and selling.
So that's great to see that they're picking up again and they're developing. So good for them. Moving on, Pawel Kozakiewicz has joined DLE Poland.
Okay, with Marcus, I guess.
As head of development. Marcus, who we mentioned in last month's show, and they've just started in Poland. They're again a German fund focused on land banking. He was previously with Buick for 4 years, and then with Skanska before that. So very experienced development guy. And Marcus is growing his team there, and which is good for them. The next one is we have Anna MalarczykArcidiacono.
Oh, very good. Well done on that, I think. Well done on that, I think. Yeah.
So Anna has started as head of development for residential projects at Atrium Real Estate, and as you know, Atrium have moved into the PRS development. They announced two big projects in Krakow recently. Anna, a very experienced lady. She was with ECHO as project director in Fucja in Łódź, which was a 90,000 square meter residential office and retail development. Prior to that, she was with Futura Real for 7 years as head of development, and prior to that, she was with ECHO as business development manager. So great new opportunity for her.
Excellent.
And well done. Piotr Goździewicz started a new position as senior investment manager in Cromwell. Prior to that, he was with BNP Paribas for 8 years as capital markets director. And finally, Max Mendel has joined. Well, he hasn't actually started yet, but they have made the announcement, so I'm sure it's all fine. But he's joined ZEITGEIST Asset Management as the new managing director for ZEITGEIST Asset Management. Max is with JLL Living as a senior director for 3 years, and Reyes has 12 years. Probably the most experienced residential guy on this market. So great news for Max, for ZEITGEIST. That's it. So again, another busy month.
Yeah, well, Mark, thank you very much. Thank you again for joining Coffee with Craig, and we'll see you in November. The end of November. And thank you all for joining us today. If you have any who's who or people on the move, send it through to us. We're happy to report on it. And of course, we'll see you all then tomorrow for the news.
Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.